Hey guys and girls, Jimmy Houston here, and I got my buddy Captain Paul, the second most favorite fisherman in the world.
At least we got to split it. Thanks, Jimmy.
Oh,
Thanks
one
for
time
that.
somebody, it might have been me, or somebody said something about America's favorite fisherman, and Paul goes, well, I thought I was.
Well, at least we got to split it. Thanks,
Paul
Jimmy.
is the popular television series Wicked Tuna, the Wicked Pissa. I mean, incredible. And we fished together, stayed at your house. We ate lobster. We took right out of a lobster box and went down and opened the box and get them right out of the lobster, about two a piece. And there was like 4 of us eating, or 5 of us eating, and it's just absolutely fantastic. But we're working together now with the SGTM, the Sustainable Green Team, with something that neither one of us knew hardly anything about. I knew a little bit about soil because I have a pecan,
I've been
about 1,000 pecan trees, and you're a gardener.
but
You love to
not
garden.
professionally.
Well, you do it mostly in your flower garden.
home,
You raise tomatoes and
Yeah.
beets and things in your flower
Yeah.
garden. But now we're working with Sustainable Green Team, SGTM, and I got to tell you, Paul, you know how excited I get about fishing. You saw when I caught that 711 pound, 711 pound giant, beautiful tuna. And I'm going to tell you, this guy right here, if you think, you've seen me kiss a million fish. Somebody asked me the other day, how many fish do you reckon you've kissed? And I said, not enough, not enough. But when we caught that tuna, it was almost like, it was like a beautiful naked woman. He's got a love affair with those fish and a passion.
them.
And he kept talking about the big eyes and the beautiful and the color.
Are they gorgeous?
Yeah, they're gorgeous. I almost said, give it a rest, Paul. It's a beautiful fish, but you know they're all beautiful to me.
They're gorgeous.
But you know, I've got about 1,000 pecan trees on our ranch, and so we are, I guess you would say, a pecan farmer. But we're involved in something now, and I got to be honest with you, Paul. This may be the most. I may be more excited about these products than
So
anything.
much more
and I've had
excited.
brand new lures, brand new rods and reels, boats, motors, all kinds of technology things that have come along. It's exciting.
You and I have been conservationists our whole lives.
Hunters and fishermen, the greatest conservationists in the world. Period.
You in freshwater, me in saltwater. Now to be able to give back to our planet, this is definitely going to be a landslide. We're definitely going to do really good. That's why I'm so intrigued about SGTM. The waterless garden is going to change the way we eat. All the way around. The way we feed our animals, the way we plant our food. I did an experiment before you came to my house.
I saw it with the beets.
Firsthand.
When it beets, he's got tomato plants taller than I am.
They're 9
right out, you walk out his
high.
front door in his flower garden.
They're
In his flower
9
garden.
feet high.
9 feet. 9
They
feet.
got away from me, and I cut them.
Beautiful
so they grew
tomatoes,
wide.
but the beets. You took the beets. You had beets planted around the edge of your flower garden.
I put the
and you put
waterless garden on half
of
it.
it.
And you could see right there, I wanted to see exactly, I didn't want to be talking about something that I wasn't sure about.
Right.
So I did half and half. And the proof's in the pudding.
You and I picked a leaf off there. Took a leaf and broke it off. And beet plants that were 2 foot tall, maybe.
The ones I didn't do were teeny.
Like this.
And the
like
ones
this.
I put the waterless
This
garden
leaf
soil on
this leaf was
bigger
big.
than my thumb.
And the leaf was bigger than my hand.
It's huge.
And beautiful, and we took it and held it up and looked at it, and then you take the others, and it was amazing. It was.
Yeah.
You wasn't talking about on those, like with the tomato plant challenge that I did on my ranch, I'm saying around 30 or 35% larger tomato plants, and this was in July and August.
Yeah, it was
100-degree weather,
yeah,
no
it was hot,
rain.
yeah.
And they were about, I'd say 30 or 35%. They had tomatoes on them. They had buds on them 2 weeks quicker, 3 weeks quicker. Tomatoes on them 2 or 3 weeks quicker. And when I had a dozen tomatoes on these 4 plants over here, I had one little tiny tomato over here finally showed up. and it finally got cold. But, you know, the remarkable differences you could just see. You could see. But those beets was amazing. And what we're doing is something that, you know, you and I have always just sold fun. You mentioned it. We sold fun.
We sell fun.
That's what we're selling. We're having a good time, and we're letting people know through the media of television, and now, of course, all the social media that's around, this is fun. Paul's having fun out there
This
catching
is
those giant
actually
fish.
life-changing.
I'm having fun catching fish.
Yeah.
And I have fun catching a pound of crappie. I have fun catching a 700-pound tuna. 7-Eleven, by the way. 7-Eleven, by the way.
He beat you, Roland.
I did. You know what Roland said? Roland Martin, we're talking about, my buddy Roland. Roland Martin said, well, in the boat, we caught an 848-pounder that day or something like that. And I said, Roland, how big was one you caught? And it was 600 and something is all it was. But we're selling fun, and then all of a sudden, you got a couple guys that's excited about rods and reels and fishing line and lures and how to catch bait and techniques and all these little new things, electronics that have changed like 1,000 times
Everything
better.
that belongs to the ocean and belongs to fishermen, we're excited.
We're excited about. And then all of a sudden we got soil, dirt.
You would never know.
And we're excited about it just because of what we've seen and what can happen. And we can be relevant to changing the world.
But people are going to want to know what is so good about it. It's got so much nutrients in it. And it's such, you don't have to water. I never watered my garden.
Oh,
I never put water on my plants
the plants,
again.
the tomato
Yeah.
plants, we watered the plants in the regular Twin Eagle Ranch dirt soil.
Yeah.
The other plants we didn't water, the ones in the humus soil, because I just wanted to do a hard test. I mean,
Yeah.
a hard test.
Yeah.
Make it difficult. Come springtime, it's going to be pretty simple to make
Yeah.
a test, and you'll be able to see things. But during
This
the winter,
summer, I'm going to do my lawn, I'm going to do all my flower beds, and I'm going to make another garden on the side of the house. Went out and got myself a rototiller. If you want organic vegetables and to grow 10 times as much, get 10 times as bigger, and have 100 times more nutrients in your fruits and vegetables, get the waterless garden. Trust me when I say it. It's going to be the best thing you've ever done. If you live in the city, you grow a plant outside your balcony. Use the waterless garden. You can buy little bags. It's a
big
no-brainer.
bags, a truckload.
You can do whatever you want. It's a no-brainer. And it's very good for the environment.
Well, I'm just going to say one thing. Amen, brother. I couldn't have said it any better. Remember, I sure do love you, and I know Paul does too.
Is your garden struggling to stay hydrated? Meet Waterless Garden, the organic solution that saves water and boosts your garden's health. Packed with humus materials and trillions of beneficial microbes, Waterless Garden improves soil structure and increases water retention. Use less water, get better results, and watch your garden thrive. Waterless Garden. Less water, more life.